I watched a really good movie
this
week. Yeah.
What was it?
The Northman.
Yeah, I watched that too. It was really good.
It was super good.
I wish I'd seen it in the theater, honestly.
Yeah. I wish I'd seen like a crappy movie though. Like I almost watched Uncharted just so we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Because you seemed really enthused about it last week.
Well, and it's more just the fact that people keep casting Tom Holland as like some kind of like action hero.
He's a sex symbol.
Yeah, for somebody.
He's going to be the next Bond, I hear.
Not for me. Oh, really?
We're going to have a young Bond.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
The youngest Bond.
That'll be disappointing if they cast him because he's really not like
You've still got spots.
He's really not a good fit for Bond, but you know.
That's just a fan cast.
Maybe Jeff
just a theory.
Maybe Hefe.
Him or Jeff Goldblum.
Maybe Hefe will cuz Jeff Bezos owns MGM now, so.
Oh, does he? Is it Bezos?
Bezos.
I've always heard Bezos.
Like
Michael Bezos. They should get together. They should collab on something.
That's another person.
Michael Bay?
His name is Bay.
I know, but I'm saying Michael Bay and Jeff Bezos should get together.
You know what? As like a couple?
No, well, potentially, but more just for like on a creative endeavor.
I almost watched that new Michael Bay movie too.
Michael, I'll give you $2 billion to finance your next film.
But
what could Michael Bay accomplish with $7 billion for one feature film? That's what I want to see.
No, I don't want to see that.
Like, it's almost too much money. Like, he's struggling to spend it.
There's only so much money that you can, like, fit in a reframe,
Like, Elon bought Twitter for $44 billion.
Not yet.
And not quite yet. But
it's that deal's
up in the air, yeah.
That deal's still up in the air.
Yeah.
Because Tesla stock is tanking, and, like, Tesla investors think it's, like, a bad idea for, to be invested in Tesla stock when... To be invested in Tesla stock when he's like,
Twitter doesn't make any money.
Leveraging it to like buy Twitter doesn't seem, yeah.
But Bezos, he could give Michael Bay $44 billion to make the next Transformers, and that would, I think, translate to at least some profit.
He'd have to sell it. He'd have to sell some stock. He'd have to cash out.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
but
yeah, people keep saying like Bezos is the richest man, and now apparently it's Elon's the richest man. But who's got the biggest wang?
Yeah, I mean neither of them are actually like the richest man.
Who's got the tastiest cock?
We
need to interview the women that they know.
Johnny Depp was saying in the trial that mollusk. He called Elon Musk mollusk. He was saying that he's got a crooked penis.
Oh shit. Does that count if it's crooked, or how do you measure that?
And that he would only see the other side of it, and that Johnny Depp would make sure show him things he'd never seen before, like the other side of his penis, and because he's gonna cut it off and then show that to him. It's so crooked. It's so crooked apparently that mollusk.
So now that he's been mentioned, does he have to testify?
No, the trial's wrapping up on Friday. I'm pretty sure
Thank God.
It's the last day.
Wow.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it was on break.
Wow.
It was on break for like a whole week.
My levels are looking a little bit low. You might want to spike those things up a bit.
You're always fucking with the gain when I'm not here. And then it's like, oh, why is the game fucked up? Well, maybe because you were fucking with it. You're all the way up, bro. You're all the way up.
I'm all the way up.
He's all the way up. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, whatever.
Unless I don't know knobs. Wait, why is it so dark in here?
Quiet
Let's turn off all the fucking lights.
So we can see the bait sign.
What? It's right in front of us.
I want the bait sign to be as prominent as possible.
The sign has arrived.
Straight from China, dude. It's got our greasy fingerprints all over it.
Yeah, we need to get a little bit of Windex happening on there. But
we got to keep the sign decent.
Yeah. Well, you can't really put it up without touching it.
Mason was somewhat dissatisfied with the build quality. But I think it's good. I just didn't expect it to be made like that. Maybe he was upset that the LEDs in it they're not like colored LEDs. It's like in a red tubing that I think gives its red color.
I wouldn't say I was mad. I was just surprised that was how they kind of
that's how they approached it.
Make it as opposed to like having the color of LEDs, but this is cheaper and it looks more like a neon sign probably than it would if they did it another way.
That's so true. That's a good point. Yeah, because when you turn it off, you don't want it to just be clear.
Well, I wasn't really thinking about when it's off.
Maybe they are red in there
or whatever.
You have to cut it open and see.
Maybe, I don't know. It's like a pretty It's like a pretty opaque red material that's like covering the LEDs.
There must be bright in there. I wonder if it's like a fire hazard or not.
No, they probably don't get hot enough to be a fire hazard.
Yeah, LEDs are awesome.
They're pretty efficient in terms of the electricity.
People are always telling me that all that shit under my animation table is a fire hazard. Like on my TikTok comments, people are like, "Yo, you're gonna burn your house down."
Yeah, it might be.
My grandpa, not my grandpa, well, I'm sure my grandpa's mentioned it too.
Really?
What's wrong?
Took a little chunk out of my finger. See that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, what happened?
That's like a gash.
Well,
Mason and I both bled putting this thing up.
Yeah, we're bleeding for you guys.
We're both idiots, dude.
No, I mean, I had to get the job done.
Oh my God.
It's quite.
It's still like moist.
It's quite the wound. Yeah, no, I mean, it was bleeding.
Mine already sealed itself up.
Yeah, well.
Mine was like a straight poke in. Like this sign basically had like these like metal wires it came with, and on the ends of these wires,
like a braided.
It's like a braided, really fine metal wires that are braided together. Like what do you say? Like
just to fuck you up.
40 of them maybe.
Yeah, but not like they don't have any kind of like thing at the end that like holds them all together.
No, there's no nub or whatever.
Yeah,
so they're just like they're basically like little needles.
Yeah,
and one of them went into my index finger, and I was bleeding. And then one of them just like cut Mason.
Yeah, apart. I don't know how this happened.
This even happened.
Yeah, I don't think it was the wires. I think it might have been some other facet of. I don't know. I didn't even notice it until I saw that it was bleeding. But now it's.
Don't get that on my chair.
Now it's got this thing in. No, I'm just gonna suck on it.
Don't do that either. It's probably bad for you.
Yeah. So I've got some bad news for
the show's coming to an end.
Who was it? Who was it? Cameron Struble.
Oh.
That told me that he would like to hear my opinion on Multiverse of Madness. Well, unfortunately, I didn't have time to go see it since we recorded last time.
Me neither.
I tried to make time for it, but my wife got food poisoning, so that was my whole weekend, and then the last couple days, pretty lit.
You didn't just like tell her like, "Hey, Marvel comes first, baby."
No, I thought about going to see it one day, but then it was like the times didn't really match up with like. What I was going to be available for, but
let's watch it on. I'll pirate it. We can watch it together.
She wants to. She wants to go to the movies soon. So
she does.
Yeah.
I thought Mackenzie didn't like the movies. Famously.
I don't know if that has ever. I don't think so. I don't think that's
she's mentioned before that she doesn't care if we're going to the movie theater. We every time we've gone with her, we had to like drag her.
What? That's bait. This is bait. This is total bait.
She falls asleep every time we go.
Just because she falls asleep doesn't mean she doesn't like to go.
She's not into movies.
Well, no, she's into movies. It's just oftentimes we're probably taking her to something that she didn't really want to see in the first place.
What does she want to see now?
She was just saying she wants to go to the theater, and I'm like, well, I do have to go see this. So last night we started the first Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and she was, she was more engrossed in it.
The movie's not bad.
She was more engrossed by it than she expected to be.
Yeah, I mean, Benedict turns in a good performance.
Yeah, she doesn't really like Benedict.
Really?
She's not a Cumberbatcher.
She's not one of the Cumberbunch?
No.
Damn.
No, but
well, maybe if she sees his Wang and the power of the dog.
I mentioned that. She seemed resistant to seeing it, but
she'll have second thoughts.
So we'll probably finish that tonight. We'll see. I've got it's busy. I'm a busy bee today. I was like had work, and then we had to go to her midwife appointment or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Come over here. Now I'm over here, and then
wait, who are you midwifing with?
It's there's like the birth center at Mercy, so it's like in the hospital connected to it, but it's just like all midwives. There's no like doctors that are there on a daily basis. Like they have doctors that they consult with, in case like they need to, but it's just all midwives.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's just a gaggle of midwives.
It's just just like a bunch of midwives.
When there's a bunch of midwives together, what do they call that?
A birth.
Yeah, a birth of midwives.
Birth of midwives.
That's good.
So that, and then I got to pick up my brother from the fucking airport, apparently. Come to find out. At like 9:50. I
like how he gives you that advance notice of 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, I did ask him yesterday, but I don't know. I never really know if I'm gonna have to, if he's like if he's baiting me or like, it's like, do you need to be picked up, like, or is that bait?
Oh snap! How long is he gonna be in town for?
Chris said until, Sunday, but Monday is a federal holiday, so he might be maybe Monday. I don't know. Maybe he's flying back Sunday just to have a day.
We should get him on the pod
on Monday. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we need another mic.
No, it's okay.
What?
I'll just build Legos. You guys can riff.
Oh God, no. We probably need another mic for like a.
No, we definitely do.
Third person.
Hey, I got this. I just got paid. I can get the funds. I got the funds.
Oh, you got the funds.
Yeah.
Got the funds.
So let's do it. Let's pull the trigger on that.
Nice. All right.
Well, we gotta get a new deck. A new mic deck.
I'll find like a replacement for this Focusrite thing. I saw some options, but I didn't really go super deep on which one would be the best. So how many inputs do you think? Because I don't think 3 is really the number. I think it goes from like 2 to 4.
Yeah.
So probably 4.
Probably 4. Yeah.
I can't imagine us having more than 4 people.
That sounds like insanity. No, 4's a good upgrade. Eventually we'll get a 4th mic.
Right.
But yeah, I think I can't see us pushing past 4 for a while at least.
Push.
We have to. That's when we build the podcast studio out in Bonne Terre.
It's coming out.
We're gonna build an underground bunker, just specifically for recording this podcast.
Wow, easy. Yeah. So. Stay tuned for our fundraising drive for that.
The things we say on this podcast are so offensive and just like wildly out there. We've got to be protected from all sides, from the encroaching mob. We're not safe here.
No,
this isn't a safe space.
Especially not once I tell everybody that the address to this fucking house that we're sitting in is 123 Blue Street in
123
in Geraldine, Missouri.
Come suck.
62455.
Come suck drive.
Don't show up. Don't show up to where we record this.
Did you get a load of my street names that I had produced?
Oh,
I posted it on Instagram.
I think I saw it, but
I sourced some of them from the fans.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was.
There's something in the way.
Oh right.
Elm Street. That's a reference to the Jason Voorhees cinematic universe.
Seminal horror franchise.
What is it, Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers?
Is Elm Street Michael Myers?
Yeah.
It's not Freddy Krueger?
No.
Sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Where does Freddy Krueger do his shit?
I think some other street. Ballsuck Boulevard?
I thought it was like, I don't know. I thought it was Elm Street for him. I don't know. I haven't really seen those movies though, so.
Absolutely not. Women Cannot Drive. Come Turn Alley.
Oh, right, because it's called A Nightmare on Elm Street. No,
right.
I'm right. What the fuck?
Sorry, I baited you.
What the fuck?
You know I just bait.
That was bait. You're no, man. That's not it.
I feel like you need to bait more on this podcast. You never bait. You always just give it straight up.
It's like, wait a minite. Well, what's the movie called again?
I want your mind to be like a jigsaw puzzle.
A Nightmare on Elm.
My bait. That's always reorganizing itself.
My bait is.
What's your bait?
A little bit more.
It's all real. You're just real.
It's a little bit more subtle.
No, it's not. You just say like your honest opinion, and you just state facts on the podcast.
It's a little bit more subtle.
I mean, sometimes you say stuff that's bait, but you
what the fuck? That's bait.
You don't think it's bait. You think it's like the moral like high ground or whatever.
The moral high ground.
Yeah.
Well,
like you're like, that's not bait.
Somebody's got to
someone's got to show up.
Stake it out.
Pussy Pop Lane, Donkey Dick Boulevard, Orphan Avenue. So yeah, if you guys have any more,
if you guys have any more suggestions, they'll be given more weight than just the other suggestions. Well, I don't know. Were those Patreon suggestions?
No, they were just from the community tab on my main channel.
Yeah, you guys will have a little more. You guys have like the bigger dick in the room in that.
Yeah,
in that suggestion situation. As a bonus.
Definitely bonus.
Totally. Yeah. So feel free to comment. With some.
Feel free to Cash App us some suggestions.
Yeah, if you send us a Cash App. With a suggestion attached to it, that's probably the best way to get a hold of us.
I accidentally printed more than I needed to. Like,
oh, really?
I got 3 different Donkey Dick Boulevards because I added it multiple times by accident.
Well, maybe it's just a really long street,
Yeah, that's true. If I was doing a huge mock,
one on every corner.
Yeah, I really want to push this website because they actually reached out to me and they gave me like a code. They're like, you can give this code to your fans, and whenever they buy a Lego from us, you'll get points. And they even offered to send me free Legos to review. I guess
it's like a sponsorship almost.
Yeah, they messaged me on Instagram, and I'm like, do they know I'm the guy who ordered all these like ridiculous names? Because I mean, these are pretty ridiculous, like, but they're not that offensive. Like Come Turn Alley, Pussy Pop Lane.
I don't really get that one. Come Turn.
Like, you don't really have to get it. See, the thing is, most of these people who suggested them, they were too like, you know, they were thinking about it a little bit too much.
But it's like it should be referential in some way.
Like they were trying to do a pun, or they were trying to do a reference. Like 90% of them were like a reference or some sort of pun. Right. And it's like I kind of like them just like stupider.
But unless it's like a direct reference to like Elm Street.
Yeah, Elm Street. Well, like I don't know if I'll actually use that one unless I do like a Freddy or a fucking
Freddy Krueger
animation. Because I have a custom Freddy Krueger. They sell him on the website too.
Yeah,
I'm slowly collecting all the horror icons. Like I don't have Michael Myers.
Not yet.
But I've got like Scream and Freddy Krueger and a bunch of the other ones.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's all making
Jason
sense.
Voorhees.
Yeah, it's making sense.
So yeah, I've been getting more into like horror movies recently and like horror movie franchises. I find it kind of interesting.
The franchises?
Yeah,
why?
just I don't know. Like I just like it.
I feel like kind of like the first one's the only good ones.
No, there's other good ones. You know.
Like example. Maybe the second ones can be good, but
I don't really watch the movies.
They become what the fuck? They become so diluted.
I just watch reviews of them on YouTube.
They become so diluted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you're really right now into like people's opinions about horror franchises.
Yeah, right. That's more. Yeah, that describes more my interests. Yeah.
I'm really into like the opinions that these franchises
just like kind of the history of like, you know, like why these movies got made. Like I forgot which one it was. Like there was like a I think it was Friday the 13th. And then one of the like the fourth one got like heavily edited because like the MPAA was like mad at the series, so they like made them cut out all the kills. So it's called like the no blood cut or something. Just
what must that be like to watch?
It just sucks. There's no tits either. And
wow, no tits, no blood.
Yeah, I don't know. We need like a return to like the slasher genre. There hasn't been like a good like American slasher in like a long time.
Right, they're only making bad ones.
Yeah, like we don't. It's all just like no one wants to take any risks anymore. Like no one wants to like show any tits or like show anybody getting brutally killed. Like if they do, it's like, you know, CGI or whatever. Like they don't do practical effects anymore.
Right.
It just sucks.
That
there's no good killers.
That Jason movie that we watched, or the Halloween movie, not Jason, Halloween. We watched it like, you know,
right.
A few months ago.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was really bad.
That was really bad. The first one in that new series, Halloween, like 2016 or 2017, whenever that.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad.
That was okay. There were still too many clips.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was like.
And there were no tits.
It wasn't as bad.
There's no nudity, no graphic sex scenes.
Yeah.
And it's like.
I think that they should be.
Where's the edge?
I think they really should be like having like including like gay sex scenes in these movies to make it feel more modern.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, any kind of, it doesn't really matter. Like I'm not like I can look at porn, you know. I don't need to see the tits. It's more just like the vibe I'm trying to create. So
no,
throwing in that like dash of nudity is like important to, you know, like they have to kind of like sin first before they're slaughtered.
Maybe they you know, maybe the MPAA's got them by the
the MPAA can suck my
got him by
fat fucking cock
by the nuggets. You know what I'm saying?
Those guys suck, dude. Yeah, no, it's MPAA and Disney's buying everything and trying to. You looking forward to the Obi-Wan show?
No.
Obi-Wan show.
No. I was thinking about looking forward to it.
Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Obi-Wan. What's the theme gonna be? Is it gonna be like?
I don't know. It's just like some kind of fucking like
Obi-Wan.
It's not gonna be like a sung. Fucking like
you don't know. It could be anything. Wow, they're taking this in a new direction.
It would really be a mold breaker.
Obi-Wan.
Is Jon Favreau involved with that one?
I would fucking laugh my ass off if that was the actual theme. Because that was Michael Giacchino doing the music for Boba Fett. No, not Boba Fett.
I'm not talking about the music, bro.
The music? That's the best part.
You know who made the?
You should be talking about.
You know who made the Mandalorian theme was Ludwig.
Ludwig Göransson?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did Michael Giacchino do?
I don't know, coke in the bathroom.
No, he did something else. I'm gonna look him up. He's done a lot of stuff. You're right. The Ludwig did the Mandalorian thing.
He did the theme. I don't know what else he did. There's like a whole little video of him like making it. He's like, boo, boo, boo,
Yeah. Where's my fucking...
That guy kind of got started with
Kazoo.
Childish Gambino.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here, let me go grab my kazoo.
He produced like some of his earlier albums, and his later ones too, I think. Yeah, he was. He also played with him in concert.
Sick, dude. Michael Giacano. Nice. He's a bow tie guy.
So
I've actually seen a picture of him.
So what did he do?
He did Ratatouille, The Batman, Thor: Love and Thunder, Up, Spider-Man: No Way Home, Lightyear, Jurassic World Domination, Incredibles 2, Super 8, Star Trek from 2009, Mission Impossible 3. This is a good way to fill up airtime.
Wow, the list just keeps going.
Ghost Protocol, Inside Out, Speed Racer, Coco.
So what you're telling me?
Into Darkness, Rogue One. He did Rogue One. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh.
Right. People like that score.
Yeah, it's kind of forgettable for me.
Giacano.
The Rogue One score?
Yeah. It goes like do 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 do. No, but what's the Obi-Wan score going to be? What's it gonna be?
It doesn't.
What's it going to be?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Is Jon Favreau involved? I was just asking if he was involved, not with the music.
Jon Favreau's fucking... He fell off, bro.
With The Lion King? Yeah, you're right.
He fell off big time.
Now he's got to redeem himself with me after The Lion King.
Just like the entire...
I turned that on and I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, it's unwatchable. And then there's Mandalorian, which was like... The first episode was like okay. And then the rest of it just like eh. Wow.
Yeah.
Like cool tech, like good visuals, good music.
It's just like The Mandalorian, it's like a Star Wars sitcom or something.
I mean, like, is it? I don't know. Is it funny? Do you find it funny?
Do sitcoms have to be funny?
Is there a laugh track? We should add a laugh track.
I don't think sitcoms like necessarily have to be funny.
We need to also get a soundboard for this.
Because like Everybody Loves Raymond, like that.
Raymond's funny.
That wasn't a funny sitcom.
He just says something in his Raymond voice, and you're like, it's funny how he talks.
Yeah, then he's got like a grumpy old dad.
Yeah.
There's no, what's what I'm looking for here? There's no better used.
So Raymond quotes.
There's no better used, like character in a show than like the grumpy old dad, in like a sitcom. I've been watching a little bit of Seinfeld at night when I just want to watch something that's like, I don't know.
Throw it on.
Just something to throw on, not really pay attention to. But like you still know what's going on. But like, man, the best character in that, one of the best characters at least, if not the best character in that show, is George's dad.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode.
What? Of Seinfeld?
Here, there's some 10 quotes from Everybody Loves Raymond
that
are still hilarious. I can't talk. There's too much fruit in my house. That's pretty good.
No, that was a bad one. Keep going. Is that number 1?
Yeah. No, that's number 5.
Oh, okay.
This list starts at 5.
Weird. I thought it was 10.
My own son, an atheist. That's it. That's the quote.
Is that like him saying it, or is that?
I don't know who's saying it. It could be a woman. It could be his dad.
Oh, you're just like applying it to Raymond.
Everybody has to do what Raymond wants. Everybody has to do what Raymond wants.
These are good Joker quotes.
You're an idiot wrapped in a moron.
These are good Joker quotes.
Yeah, have you been seeing my Joker memes on Instagram?
Yeah, like what we discussed like last time.
No.
And then you started doing it.
I should make a new one right now.
I was right here when
this idea was birthed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I should keep this as my once I run out of my 50 best psychology quotes. I should just switch over to the.
You can really.
That's so Raymond.
You can really put like
best
any.
Of.
Any. You can really put like any.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It's just text on a screen.
It doesn't matter. And like the Joker, he's just such a wild card. Like he could say anything. I saved $5 by shopping with honey.
Yeah. It's
install the extension today.
Context is everything. I'm gonna get started on that. Which Joker should I use?
Context is everything.
Should I use the Barry Coogan Joker?
Barry Coogan.
He's one of the freshest Jokers there is.
No,
not him. Barry Coogan. I'm trying to get my hands on a Barry Coogan Lego Joker. I got a sketch ready.
I think
I got a sketch ready to go.
I think like a good one would be like Jack Nicholson Joker, but like enlarged.
Okay.
Like
I can do that. Like, that can be done.
Made to be a little more plump.
That's a great idea. I couldn't agree more.
Man, these Joker memes, they never end.
They slap, dude.
They're kind of like the that's what I'm looking for here. Well, you know what? No, they do end, but it's kind of like waiting for the sun to burn out. It's kind of like waiting for the sun to burn out. It'll be billions of years.
Yeah,
until it's over.
They're going to be around for a while. Some people don't like them on my Instagram, but this is just the beginning, guys. Strap in. Unfollow now.
It's going to be a one-stop shop for all things Joker quote.
I made him kind of fat, but like he doesn't really look that different.
You got to go.
I gotta hit it again.
I think you got to go. Yeah, you got to go bigger and better.
Process it. I feel like Jack Nicholson was like on the top of his plump during this role, or maybe it's just all the prosthetics just make him look plump.
Yeah, well, with being all like fully white and like
the white does add 10 pounds.
It's just it takes a lot for him to look like really a lot bigger.
Yeah, the thing is this algorithm, it's like a deep fake, kind of like learning algorithm that uses other pictures of fat people to kind of like guesstimate what this person would look like as fat. I think like sometimes when you apply it to the Joker, it makes his face less and less white each time. Because most people don't have a fully white face.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Gotta go through and rewind.
I can rewiden it. Yeah, there's things that can be done. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I almost had to get a deep fake voice algorithm for you because I found out this program you can run like hours as long as you have like hours of someone talking, which I do with you. The thing is though, it's not just you. I'd have to separate each track. I guess right. I can do that. I can solo each track since we have two mics.
Yeah.
On the old, I can go to the old podcast, export that, feed it into this algorithm, and then it will create a digital approximation of your voice, and then I can just type in whatever I want you to say, and then you'll essentially never have to show up here again. All right, I got the fat Joker ready.
It won't be nearly as funny. You know what's funny though? What is funny?
What's that?
Is Mackenzie and I were supposed to, finish that movie tonight, but I'm not gonna have time to do it with her. So she got baited, and the reason
why can't you do it later tonight?
Because
you guys go to bed really early.
Well, I have to pick up Noah.
Yeah, I forget.
I have to pick up Noah, and then she'll, Adeline goes to bed around 8, and then Mackenzie and I have until from then until 10:30 usually watch stuff. So she got baited by the bait today.
Yeah, as one does.
As one does. The Northman ended up being really good. I am disappointed that I didn't go see that in the theater, honestly.
Yeah, I knew it was a theater movie.
I might go back and see. I might go and see it in the theater.
I don't think it's in theaters anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it. I'm pretty sure it's.
My Apple TV says it's still in the theaters.
That's just a marketing gimmick to get you to think the movie's more valuable. Still in theaters. Buy it new.
Usually when it says that, they, still are.
Whole life is a search for beauty.
It's still in the theaters.
But when the beauty is found inside, the search ends and a beautiful journey begins.
It's playing at 9:30 at Marcus Ronnie Cinema.
Ronnie's?
And it's playing at 8:20 at Marcus O'Fallon.
Sean says it was gone in a flash in Los Angeles.
Right.
But when the beauty is found inside, the search ends and a beautiful journey begins.
Things don't move quite as fast around here.
Yeah.
As they do in Los Angeles. But yeah, what a film. Really, really well done.
We move at our own pace around here.
I was kind of watching it at night, so I couldn't have the volume all the way up, which I it's kind of bait. But that's kind of why I want to go see it.
Damn it.
That's kind of why I want to go see it in the theater. Just for like the real audio experience.
I listened
it's
to
good.
It pretty damn loud.
It's good. It was really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Made me want to watch The Lighthouse.
Yeah, same.
Haven't seen it yet. It's on one of the streaming platforms. I can't remember which one, but maybe HBO Max.
Oh, really?
The Lighthouse? Yeah, it's on one of them.
That's sick. Yeah, apparently I've heard it's really funny.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah. I feel
it's
like
just like black and white. And like that kind of sounds like, I don't know, not super visually enthralling, but
sure.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. I mean, the longer you stare at the image, the more kind of colors you start to see.
Right. Yeah. It's just also like kind of like I'm sure it's just gonna be really like crazy. William Dafoe's really like
I feel
going
like
off.
The Witch was definitely a lot more like out there than the Northman, and I heard that the Lighthouse is really like out there. You know, they're more like weird films, whereas
Why do you think
the Northman is kind of more commercial?
Why do you feel like the Witch was like more out there?
It's just kind of like, I mean, you can definitely like follow the story, but I feel like it was more like interpretive, like more artistic, more kind of like less commercially like viable.
I mean, I think that's more just because of the nature of it's just like the nature of the story.
It's not like a horror movie that you can like market. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel you
did it do like really badly in the box office?
I don't know how it did, but they definitely didn't spend as much money on it.
I mean, it was it was his first movie, pretty cheap, but I feel like it
spent like $90 million on the Northman, and it did not make that back.
Right.
But like, who thought it was? Like, apparently the studio made Robert Eggers like before he had final cut on both his pictures, I think, and on the Northman he didn't, like, because it was such an expensive movie. They wanted to like make a bunch of changes after he like was finished with it, and he had to make the changes to like satisfy the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, just let him make his movie. This movie's not gonna make any money anyway. Like, no matter what you do to this movie, no one's gonna go out and see it.
Right.
Like, that's fine. So just let him have his cut.
That's unfortunate that hopefully he gets to put out his cut.
Well, he, said that, this could just be,
cost $4 million and made $40 million. So
The Witch?
Yeah.
That's a fucking huge success.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was pretty $40
million is, not great, but
for a brand new director.
Yeah.
For his first movie.
That's a huge profit margin.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it wasn't like marketed like a big blockbuster or something, but
yeah. It's just not as like audience friendly, I would say. Like, your generic typical movie going audience.
I don't think that
wouldn't have as much patience for it, probably.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people that like horror movies. If you like horror movies, I feel like
I haven't seen it in a while.
I feel like you'd like that movie.
But I remember just it being like really weird. Whereas like the Northman was like less weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, the Northman was kind of weird.
Not really. I was expecting it to be more weird than it was.
I mean, I don't know.
It was like really straightforward. I liked it a lot, but like it was like very simple and like very straightforward, and like I could always tell what was happening and like what thing like the.
I mean, in a horror movie, like it's just I feel like you're just comparing like two completely different things, because it's like in a horror movie, like that kind of
apparently The Lighthouse is also a horror movie.
Yeah,
but like I feel like Northman could also be viewed as a horror movie, depending. I mean, I feel like all his movies are kind of like. I mean, I haven't seen The Lighthouse, but like I got very similar vibes from like The Witch as I did The Northman. Huh. Like, I don't know. I don't even like categorizing films like that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, The Witch is definitely like a. I don't know. I don't mind categorizing them. I mean, The Witch is definitely.
I don't like labels.
The Witch is definitely like a horror film, and it was marketed like one.
It's a romantic comedy.
And this movie was, it's like an action adventure.
Yeah, it's pretty like scary though too.
Like, what about it?
Like when they like how like brutal it is, like when they're like murdering all those like women and children.
That's just like brutal though. It's not like scary.
There's no like supernatural.
It's not like a movie that's like designed to like frighten you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was just as frightened watching, this movie as I was like The Witch, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah,
Black Phillip, there was no Black Phillip. That's true.
I would agree that's probably just you. I mean, they're just I don't know. It
was like sad, like because like that shit actually went down.
Which shit?
Just like raiding a village and just like completely decimating it and just like murdering all the children and like women. Like
they didn't kill all the women.
Well, yeah, or just keep the women for sex slaves and just murder all their kids.
I mean, they weren't even kept for. They were enslaved, but they weren't all sex slaves.
Not all of them, just the hot ones.
Just the ones that could be sold as such.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, yeah.
It's fucking tragic.
That's kind of like the, the way Vikings are portrayed in media and stuff.
Well, I mean, I watched that show Vikings, and it was definitely intense and hardcore, but it wasn't as graphic and hardcore as that. Like that was just really brutal, like the way it was depicted. Because I think they had obviously more budget, more money, and more planning than a TV show on History Channel. But the Viking show is actually really good too. If you ever want to check that out, I enjoy that show. Yeah,
there's like a good manga called Vinland Saga. That's like really hardcore.
Vinland Saga.
Really hardcore Viking kind of thing. That's really good. But that goes at, like as hard, I would say, as the Northmen, if not harder. It's like pretty fucking brutal.
But yeah, it's pretty easy to like. I have more respect for like the Northmen though, because like they had to do a lot of like really complicated camera moves and like long tracking shots with like hundreds of extras, and it was like a lot to plan. Whereas like with a comic book, you just have to like draw it and be good at drawing. It's not that difficult.
Oh, you're saying that you think that it's harder to make movies than it is to draw.
Like, it doesn't cost like $90 million to make a graphic novel.
And the cost is like relevant because
you don't have to throw as much like effort into a graphic novel.
It's it's a much smaller
team.
It's also a much smaller team, so it's like, if you're looking at it like on a per person workload, it's probably like a lot more of a per person workload to draw one of those.
Yeah, that's like comparing apples and grapes.
Right, which is what you started to do.
Like the grape, it tastes good, but it's not nearly as filling as a whole apple.
Right, yeah, like movies aren't comic books.
Do you eat apples?
Do I eat apples?
Yeah.
I've been known, to eat
an apple. on the reg?
Yeah, recently Costco started having Granny Smiths again. It just depends on the type.
Oh, you're a Granny Smith?
The type of apple. I do like Granny Smiths more. Honeycrisp is okay. It just depends.
I overheard a conversation when I was at Costco, and this girl goes, yeah, once you go Honeycrisp, you never go back. But you went back.
Yeah. I mean, Honeycrisp is okay. They're not like the end-all, be-all.
They're just so crunchy. Like, they have such a nice snap to them.
Yeah, they do.
Granny Smith are pretty good, too, but they don't have the same kind of satisfactory crunch.
I don't know about that. I feel like Granny Smiths are usually pretty damn crisp, but...
They're almost like too, like... sour or something.
They're tart, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty tart.
Yeah, I kind of prefer that a little bit, but
Yeah, maybe I'll try my hand at some Granny Smiths next time I'm there.
Apples,
I've been eating like an apple a day pretty consistently.
They haven't had apples at Costco fucking or Granny Smith apples at Costco fucking forever.
Yeah, I never seen them. That sucks.
They used to have them, but then they stopped, and now
you never know what's going to be at Costco.
Now just all of a sudden they had them again.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's pretty lit.
Yeah, if only you could get the inside track on what's coming into Costco.
Pretty fucking lit. Yeah, well, it's bait because they don't even have like the stuff that's in the warehouse like on their website.
Right.
You just got to go in.
You never know.
You just got to go in. That's how they design their business,
It's fucking
even
nuts.
in this digital age.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I had a
pretty
Honeycrisp apple. I sat outside today and just like watched nature as I ate my apple.
Yeah.
I've got like a back patio that I sit on.
Down. Are you talking about your deck?
Yeah, the deck.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
I think a patio is like in the ground.
I mean, it's somewhat in the ground.
Like the
you access it from the
surface. What?
You access the patio from the first floor of the house. There's only one floor of our house.
But there's
and then the basement.
There's a floor and then there's the basement.
Yeah.
So you
can kind of go under the patio, like.
No, it's a deck. Patios are like in the ground. I believe. Our deck is just above the ground, but it's still a deck and not a patio.
No.
Yeah. Like what we had at the house in Chevy Chase, that was a patio.
That was the same thing though. You could go under that as well.
I'm talking about the parts that were on the ground, not the balcony. Like the back
proof.
The back part.
I can't just take your word for this.
What are you talking about?
You've never built a patio?
What? How do you know that?
How do I know you've never built a patio?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I just know you.
I've helped put a patio on before.
You built the whole patio by yourself.
Did I say that? I said I've helped put one in before.
Only if you build an entire patio by yourself can you speak on the terminology.
Yeah. Okay, patio. Courtyard, especially an inner courtyard open to the sky, a recreation area that adjoins a dwelling, is often paved and is adapted easily to outdoor dining. So
that's what I have.
It's not paved. You have a deck.
It's not paved?
Yeah.
Who would pave a patio?
Patios are usually like some kind of concrete or like blocks or something.
Oh, you're right. That makes sense.
A deck is, made of wood and is like stands off.
A deck made of wood. A patio is made of
ground.
Fucking concrete or some stupid shit.
Right. And it's like off the ground, a deck, usually.
Yeah,
it's like
right.
You walk out on the deck.
The patio is like under the deck.
Right, yeah. So that's why I was asking, like, were you hanging out down here?
Oh, no.
Under.
You don't want to hang out down here.
That's
what the bats are.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. You got bats? You got bats down there?
Got one.
You got a bat?
Yeah, I've heard them.
Just like squeaking.
Alyssa saw him. He's our friend.
Yeah,
he's our buddy.
Just, make sure he doesn't get in the house.
I know.
You have to get rabies shots.
No, most bats don't have rabies.
Dude,
I'm willing to run the risk.
You know what? Everybody.
Only like 2 people die of rabies per year from bats.
Do you know why?
Because of rabies shots?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the ones that do die, you know what they said?
I should have got those shots.
Most bats don't have rabies.
No, I looked it up. It's only like less than 5% of bats that actually have
right,
rabies.
but you don't know.
The thing is, if a bat attacks you, though, it probably has rabies.
And rabies will kill you.
Yeah.
So.
But I kind of want to die. Like, then I'll be like mourned.
But you need well, yeah. I
don't want to live forever.
I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about, if it gets into your house, like your family in general.
I mean, as long as it doesn't get to Luna, I think we're okay.
But that's what you wouldn't know.
If Lisa and I bite it from a bat bite, then we know Luna will be safe with you and Mackenzie.
That's for sure, but I'm trying to...
It's all good.
I'm trying to,
You can't fear death. Once you let the fear in, it's rot. It just rots away at you.
It's not about fear. It's just like, oh, I got, I was exposed to a bat in my house.
First, you're scared of bats.
Ought to get
Then you're scared of, other things.
Ought to get a rabies shot. Dude, dying of rabies, it doesn't sound like fun. I'll tell you that. Get all thirsty. Start like fearing water. That's when you really know. Start getting those little tingly winglies in your brain.
So Obi-Wan's coming out in 2 days. We can talk about that on the next podcast.
It's coming out in 2 days.
27th, the first episode drops.
No, 2 episodes.
First 2 episodes drop.
Yeah, because they delayed it. So they were like, "Oh, but we'll have 2 episodes for you." Wasn't it supposed to come out on like May the 5th or something?
Remember movies?
Or May the 4th? I
remember movies.
Yeah,
those are cool.
Disney's the name of their game though is like that reminds me of something, but I'll circle back around to that. The thing is, the name of their game is to just like put something out every couple weeks so you don't unsubscribe. Yeah,
they're desperate for like content. Unlike Netflix, who's put the plug.
They're pulling the plug on.
Well, I mean, if they're pulling the plug, that would let it out, right? I think they're putting the stopper in.
Well, it's an electrical. They're putting the plug it's an electrical plug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're pulling the plug as in like
they're
the
taking away the power.
For their media empire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they fired like 150 employees.
If you don't like it, get out.
They're no longer producing Anti-Racist Baby.
Wait, what is that?
It's a TV show that they were developing.
Oh, Anti-Racist.
Based on the Anti-Racist Baby.
What's the Anti-Racist Baby?
It's like a book this guy wrote about how to teach your children to be anti-racist.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know.
I was just kind of thinking, like, is he a superhero? Like, does he go around and like beat up racists? Like, does he fly around? Like,
is it like that?
Is he gonna have a theme song?
Is it like that Film Cow video of Chris Brown?
Yeah, like Anti-Racist Baby.
Right.
And then he like beats up some Ku Klux Klan members. And he's like,
that would be,
get fucked.
That would be pretty,
And then he like runs out of like racists to beat up, so he just like starts like targeting other people who like make post on Twitter and stuff, like who share their opinions.
What, like, but why?
Just like, if it's an opinion that like doesn't, go with like the narrative.
If it's like a racist opinion.
No, like it doesn't even have to be racist. Like he starts moving on to like other things.
It's just like he doesn't. He's eliminated racism, so he starts looking for other problems.
Yeah, he starts looking for other problems.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, hey, I mean, at least
it gets very granule.
At least granule.
Yeah.
Granular.
Yeah, it gets very granular.
Each one would be a granule.
Like each episode, he's taking out someone who's less and less of a threat. That'd be pretty funny. Like it starts off with the KKK,
right?
And like the next episode, it's like like an online blogger or something, and then the episode after that, it's like
just goes to show the real threat was everybody.
Yeah, until he just eliminates the entire human race. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that's gonna be your.
I'm developing the show now.
That's gonna be the most surefire way to get rid of racism.
Yeah,
just everybody, dead.
Speaking of people developing shows, did you hear about Seth Green's Bored Ape show? So Seth Green has this like NFT, right? Or he had this NFT of this Bored Ape, and it got stolen in a phishing scam. So
number one, you're dumb.
So he no longer owns the commercial rights to the NFT, and thus the show cannot move forward.
That's good news.
Yeah,
that's good news.
I hope it's like a joke.
Couldn't
right?
you just have the guy like draw like another ape?
I don't understand the legality of it. Like, if someone stole something from you, how would they own the rights? Do you understand?
Welcome to the blockchain.
Yeah, the blockchain.
Yeah, I don't really.
Get blocked.
It's kind of like, it doesn't really make any sense because the thing is with NFTs, like you're not actually buying like the.
That's what I thought.
The image.
That's why I'm confused.
So far as I know, I'm not a lawyer. I haven't been to law school.
Yeah.
Specializing in crypto assets or whatever, but so far as I understand, you're just like if you buy an NFT, the thing is the image itself, right, is hosted on a site. What you're buying is the blockchain association that points to that image. So the thing is, like, if that site goes down, you can't even access your NFT. It doesn't exist on the blockchain. What exists on the blockchain is what is pointing, to that image,
to that link,
which is hosted somewhere else.
Right.
So it's like, how do you own the fucking thing when you don't even own? It's not even. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't make any sense.
If the site goes down, you just don't have access to it at all.
Yeah, I think Seth should just focus on one show.
There's no greater scam.
You don't need to make like 17 shows.
There's no greater scam than like digitally owning things, because it's like if you like take your your vast library of films on your Xbox, for example.
Yeah, like The Northman.
If you piss off Microsoft, like you don't have the right to view those anymore.
I know. I've got so many movies on there.
It's like
I bought Sing 2 yesterday too.
I got to be really careful not to piss off Amazon because my Audible account is like stacked. I have like so many fucking books.
How many credits you got on there?
I use them. I don't
use them up.
I don't just. I'm not hoarding. Stack. I'm not hoarding credits. I I use them as I get like one a month, but oftentimes I'll have to buy like the 3.
You're not like the smog of Amazon Audible credits.
Audible credits. No. But the thing is,
for a while there, I was like the smog of Audible credits because I was signed up for like 2 years.
Right. If you just like don't use them, they just stack.
Yeah.
But like but the thing is, when you go to like unsubscribe, they're like, oh well, you'll lose your credits.
Right. And you gotta stay.
So then you gotta either use them all or stay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I only
Who's gonna lose them all, right?
I'm only subscribed for like one a month.
Yeah.
But oftentimes I'll buy like the 3-pack, for like $35.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh my God.
I've had to buy that a couple of times on this my journey of listening to all of the Wheel of Time books.
What do you think about this? Tom Cruise leaves James Corden terrified as he takes him up for a ride in Top Gun fighter jet.
Yeah. This is some bait that you sent me earlier.
Tom Cruise doesn't do anything by halves. 4 years after Tom Cruise convinced James Corden, how many times are they going to say Tom Cruise in this article?
As many as they possibly can.
Skydive for a late show skit. He then took the host out in a vintage fighter plane for the afternoon. So it's not a jet.
Yeah, it's just a fighter plane.
So why do they say fighter jet in the title of the article?
Because this is a search engine optimization article, just to get it up in they say Tom Cruise as many times as possible.
Sure.
They say fighter jet, because Top Gun's about jets.
This is confusing dummies like me who don't know the distinction between a jet and a normal ass propeller plane.
Yeah, I think a jet engine is the ones in the back that jet.
They're hardcore looking.
They're like a fighter jet.
They make you go supersonic and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas a propeller plane is old fucking World War II tech.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like a fighter. Just
we got into a 30-minute discussion.
And then Forrest sends me this last night, and I'm like, wow, did he really find some bait? Am I unbaited?
No.
Do we have to retract the retraction?
No, this article is just
what if we had
telling straight up lies?
What if we had journalistic integrity where we actually did retractions and stuff? Integrity.
We should do retractions on true things. Anything that we say that's actually factual, we should be actually.
So yeah, we're gonna have to print a retraction on that one. And what if we were actually printing them out too?
Putting them on the wall.
But yeah,
we could just put them all around the bait
retraction.
Sign. All behind the bait sign.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Guys, wait until you get a load of this bait sign.
Wait until we really construct the set. We need you guys to subscribe to the Patreon, so we can have more money to spend on this podcast.
Yeah, subscribe to the Bait Buffet.
Eventually, ideally, we'll have every single dollar in the world.
Yeah, give us money. We need it. The sign wasn't cheap.
Literally, my pockets are fucking empty after I didn't even spend any money on it.
Yeah,
that's how much we need money. I didn't even spend money on the sign. Forrest bought it, and I'm still broke.
I'm wait, how much does all this shit cost?
I'm still broke from the fucking sign.
I'm
Forrest is already
at least $3,000 in the hole in this podcast.
At least three. Well, I don't know. We had this already, and we had this already.
Yeah, Pete bought one of these mics.
Right, and then
thanks, Pete.
So I think it's more maybe 20. Yeah, 25. Yeah, 25. Yeah,
but
let's say 3 to bump it up.
I mean, I already had the podcast subscription thing. I think that's $100 and something a year.
Right. Let's just say
I already
3.
Had that for the Just for Clicks one.
3K. That's
also
safe.
My time, because I spend 20 minutes or 30 minutes an episode editing.
Right. So I mean, really, it's more 10K.
Because the audio levels don't just get like this, where you can hear everything.
Yeah.
On
Right.
Their own.
Right out. Yeah. It's we don't have that kind of technology yet.
It's a process.
Yeah. I've been thinking maybe we should get those cloud lifter things.
What's a cloud lifter?
It increases the.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Because when I see other people, other successful podcasts, they're using those. Steve-O.
Does it really do anything?
He uses them.
What does it do?
I'm assuming that they do something. I don't know.
If they're not too expensive, I guess we could try it out.
Yeah, I don't know how much they are. I didn't really look into it, but I just noticed them. Other well-to-do podcasts using them. So
yeah,
they must be worth something.
But what if they just notice other podcasts doing it when they set it up, and it's just kind of like a snowball effect?
I wonder if there's a guy that does audio podcast room setup as his main gig, in LA.
Probably.
In LA. Probably.
There's a lot of rich kids starting a podcast but don't want to do the actual work.
Right.
That's a good racket.
This guy set up Logan Paul's podcast.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. This guy got Owen Wilson on the pod.
Dude, speaking of fucking movies that I saw this last week, did you see that fucking Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
Oh, I've been meaning to see it.
It's it's not a kids movie. It's
really?
No. Dude, it's fucked up, but it looks it's rated PG.
Right.
And it was good. There I mean, I didn't really I didn't really follow the plot super close cuz I was playing games or whatever with
I think it's from the Lonely Island guys, right?
Andy Samberg plays one of the chipmunks.
And Akiva directed it.
Did he?
Yeah, and then I don't know what Yorma did, but we don't like Yorma on this podcast.
Yeah, Yorma, he really shit the bed.
We have personal grudge against him.
He's actually welcome to come onto the podcast and defend himself.
Of course, dude.
So if you have time for that, slide.
Time heals all wounds.
Slide through. Right. And probably also send an edible arrangement. probably also send like an edible arrangement. That'll help smooth things over.
Yeah, those are nice and healthy. Yeah, I told Mason to bring over like a nice little treat for us, like to eat while we're.
I was already about to fucking.
Shows up empty-handed.
I was already about to be.
Where's my treat?
I need more fucking.
I've been a very brave little girl.
I need more, time to come up with like a suitable treat than like right.
There's nothing healthy around here.
No, I mean I'd probably have to make something.
Like maybe some granola and berries or something, like in a yogurt.
I'd probably.
You should set that up next time.
Yeah, but like it's. I don't know. It's really hard to find any granola that doesn't have like sugar in it, from store bought at least.
Well, yeah, you got to get it special.
You got to like make it. My grandma has a really good granola recipe that doesn't have sugar in it.
Do they not have granola like just regular old granola like at Costco at all?
No, there's no granola without. There might be like a keto type, like granola type thing.
Probably has like soybean sauce in it or something though.
Well, it's just like I just don't really like the like sweetener substitutes. Like they're okay for you, but like I don't like the taste of them. Like monk fruit is one, xylitol is another. I just don't really like the taste of them. So
introducing xylitol, the first prescription medication that doesn't make you shit your pants. Not guaranteed to not shit your pants.
The first?
Yeah.
every it does seem like diarrhea is a pretty common.
Yeah, diarrhea. Yeah, that's like the first like side effect on every single.
Yeah, and if it doesn't do diarrhea to you, then like it's probably like does like a whole bunch of other stuff that's way worse.
Right. Don't be alarmed if you feel suicidal, depressed, extra suicidal.
Yeah, or really depressed.
if you wake up with lockjaw, or you're you literally wake up with trouble breathing.
If you wake up with an enraged boner, please call my number, my personal cell phone number.
Oh, the voice actor who's doing this commercial.
Right. Yeah, that they didn't like. That was the compensation, like that he could have. Suggest that people call him with their boners.
Yeah, it also kind of works as a as like the Blue Chew situation, like the boner pills.
Yeah.
So you can kind of combine the pills.
Easy peasy.
Yeah,
I guess those don't cause diarrhea.
Hopefully not.
I don't think so.
They probably make your stool like blue though.
There's probably not that much.
Not that blue. Just a little tint of blue.
There's probably not that much coloring in those. They're pretty small.
Yeah.
They're pretty small, I think. I don't know. I feel like Steve-O was showing them.
They're small, man, but they make it big.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that new Jackass movie?
No, man.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's a good watch. They Netflix put up the 4.5. It's like
almost watched it.
It's like behind the scenes. Well, I wouldn't watch that until you've seen the other one.
Netflix posted it?
Yeah, Netflix, they like released like 4.5.
So
I'm guessing they made some deal with Netflix for that. Right. Yeah, I'm guessing they made some kind of deal with Netflix to like get that out there, because it was kind of there was some stuff they didn't use. The thing is,
hey, I'm Johnny Knoxville. I'm gonna put a porcupine in my ass.
There was one thing where they were pouring hot sauce into each other's assholes through like a funnel.
It died.
And then they like put like popsicles up their butts.
Nice.
To like cool it off.
It just gets gayer and gayer.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. The thing is, they shot for like a while, and they only kept the stuff in the actual movie that like worked with the edit. But there's tons of other stuff that's like still really funny.
Can you think of a worse fate than dying in Johnny Knoxville's ass? Suffocating in Johnny Knoxville's anal cavity?
Yeah.
Poor porcupine.
I can. No, no animals were harmed.
That didn't make the cut.
No animals were harmed. But no, I'd watch the
people found it offensive.
I'd watch Jackass 4 before 4.5 for sure.
I almost watched it last night, but I watched Sing 2 instead.
Jackass 4 or
the new one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good. It's funny. There's some really good moments.
Yeah, I agree. So it was pretty good.
Talking about what? Talking about Sing 2?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, yeah.
Some funny moments.
Did it live up to the kind of legacy of Sing 1?
Yeah, I liked it. Like, it took the story in a really bold, exciting direction.
That's good.
Got Mr. Moon, he's back, played by Matthew McConaughey. Miss Crowley's there.
Oh,
the whole gang.
Wow.
Really, all the, everyone returned.
Yeah, people that were in the first movie, they were in the second one as well.
Yeah, they're in the second one. And
right, because it's like the same characters.
It's weird because, like,
they're like,
plus,
I'm imagining there's,
there's new characters too, but, like, yeah, they have this, like, really successful theater. They have sold out shows all the time. They rebuilt the theater because you'll remember it was destroyed in the last movie, and they had to do the play outside.
Yeah.
So in this one, it's been rebuilt. It's more glamorous than ever.
It's bigger and better than ever. Right?
Yeah, and Mr. Moon, he's trying to get attention from a talent scout, who's in the audience.
Okay.
And I guess, like, she's the one who can take them to the big leagues. And
okay. Yeah.
And she doesn't like the show. She's like, you guys aren't good enough or whatever. And
she's like a snooty.
Yeah, she's snooty. Yeah, she was, like, really pretty though.
What animal?
She was like a dog. She was really like she was really, like, long and, like, thin and, like, just, like, really elegant. Like, she's really stylish. Like, I don't, like, want to fuck her dog, but
yeah,
like, she really didn't have, like, dog proportions. You gotta see the movie.
Okay.
She looked more like a human. It wasn't like a dog kind of situation.
She looked more. Okay, hold up. She looked more like a human than a dog.
Yeah, more human than dog. She was pretty.
Okay.
I had like a, I don't know. I was feeling weird things.
I'm gonna.
I was feeling weird emotions.
I'm gonna eventually watch. Yeah.
But she was a bitch though, because she was like.
She was
you guys aren't good enough.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh, that's why they made her a dog. That's smart.
She's like a total bitch.
I didn't even put that together. Yeah, she was telling them that they don't cut the mustard,
what?
As it were.
My AirPods.
You'll have to get those later. I'm telling a story.
She was telling that they don't cut the mustard.
And Mr. Moon's like, well, we got to go to, like, Vegas or wherever this place is. I don't know.
The big leagues.
I guess there's like a really this takes place in like a LA type looking place. So, like, I guess, like, that's not the big leagues.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
Need to
go to, like, somewhere else.
That's kind of the.
I was kind of confused by that.
I kind of got an LA vibe from the first movie.
Yeah, I thought the first one took place in LA.
Or maybe like a San Diego vibe.
But this isn't actually Vegas. It's just modeled on Vegas, but it's like a much more glamorous Las Vegas where.
Right, because Las Vegas actually is like.
Actually sucks.
It's like quite shit.
It's called like Red Rock City or some. They just made up some city.
Okay.
And so it's starting to feel like Zootopia or something. I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah,
like, this situation was nuts. Like,
it's like, is this the good old US of A or?
No, yeah, it's weird. So they went to this place and they audition for, like, they sneak into the audition because, they're not invited. So they have to, like, pretend to be janitors and they sneak
because they're not
audition.
good enough.
Yeah.
Right.
And Gunther, played by Nick Kroll, he's, like, got this idea for, like a space musical that Mr. Moon keeps shooting down. But the wolf who's in charge of, like, Crystal Entertainment or whatever, like the big, like, entertainment head honcho, is like, that sounds like a great idea, put it together. You got 3 weeks, and you better not disappoint me, and then they cast Rosita as like the lead, the pig mom with all the kids.
Yeah.
But then she's afraid of heights. She can't do the stunts. So
shit.
So the Mr. Crystal or whatever, he decides to put his own daughter in it. Like
wait. I'm gonna watch this movie. Why are you explaining the whole fucking thing to me?
I've only seen half of the movie, so like
that's
we're about at the halfway point.
Oh my god. Well, I'm just gonna try to fucking forget everything you just said. I'm like listening to you say this. I'm like, yeah, okay, but then I'm like, wait, I'm gonna watch this. Like, it's a movie I've been planning to watch.
It's good.
I'm just not trying to pay like full
beautiful.
price.
The animation was great. I loved it, and the voice acting.
Yeah, animation was good.
There's like a
they did good work.
It's a really good sequence with Miss Crowley in a Lamborghini. I like that part a lot. But yeah, that's about it. For my review of Sing 2.
The first half
of it. Come back next week. I'll talk about the second half.
Maybe
no. Mason have seen it
by next week. Really, hopefully, I'll have seen the new Doctor Strange.
I'll try to watch a pirated rip of it too. I'll do my best.